Jai Shri Krishna. Hello, I'm Jalak. Welcome to my channel. So, I've been living in Canada for 2 years, and honestly, there were so many things I wish someone had told me before I moved here. Like, everyone talks about the cold weather and the nice people, but there is so much more that nobody prepares you for. So, today I'm sharing all the things I wish I knew before moving to Canada, especially as a Gujarati person. If you are planning to move here, or you recently moved, or you are just curious, this is for you. First thing is the cold. Everyone told me Canada is cold, but I was like, haha, I know I'll be fine. I was not fine. The cold here is a different level. It's not just, oh, it's chilled. Let me wear a sweater. No, it's like my face hurts. I can't feel my fingers. Why do I live here? Type of cold. So winter last year for 6 months, like 6 months. Back in Gujarat, winter is like December, January, and we are wearing light jackets. Here, October to April, it's winter mode. And the layers, I wear like five layers just to go outside. Thermal, shirt, sweater, jacket, coat, scarf, gloves, hat, and whatnot. I look like a walking marshmallow, literally. And people here are just casually walking around in minus 20 degrees like it's normal. Meanwhile, I'm dying and questioning all my life choices. So my advice is invest in good winter clothes, not the cute jackets from India, actual warm stuff. Your life depends on it. Number two, it's the Kavano situation. I thought I would be fine. I thought I can cook. There are so many Indian restaurants. I'll be okay. But nobody told me I would be craving things I can't get here. Like, I can't just go niche and get fresh ghantia, jalebi, fafda, whatever I want. No. I can't randomly decide to have pani puri at 8 p.m. There is no Farshan shop on every corner. And the Indian restaurants here, expensive and not the same taste. A basic thali that cost 150 rupees in Gujarat is like $20 here. And it doesn't even taste like garnu khawanu. So you end up cooking everything yourself, which is fine. But some days you want someone else to make you fresh rotli. And ingredients, finding methi, finding good quality hing, finding the specific dal you want. You have to go to the Indian store, which is very dur and expensive at the same time and doesn't have everything. So bring masalas from Gujarat or from India. Bring packets of your favorite chevdo or chakri or whatever you like. Bring whatever you can in your luggage. Your future self will thank you, I'm telling you. Number three is everything is expensive here. People say, "Oh, you will earn in dollars. It will be good." Huh? But everything costs in dollar too, right? Rent crazy expensive. Groceries so expensive. Eating out, just forget about it. So in Gujarat, we could eat out multiple times a week, but it's not a big deal there. Here, going to a restaurant is like a special occasion, and basic things like getting your haircut done, buying clothes, anything, it's crazy expensive. Even Indian groceries are expensive here. So you become very conscious about paisa. You start cooking ghare. You stop random shopping. You think twice before buying anything. So my advice is make a budget before you come. Know what things cost. Don't assume that earning more means spending more freely. Okay. Number four is loneliness. Okay. ઇન્ડિયામાં ફેમિલી હંમેશા પાસે હોય, ફ્રેન્ડ્સ પાસે હોય. There is always something happening. Here it's very quiet. I have my husband, which helps, but I still miss having my parents close by. I miss my friends. I miss random family gatherings, and making friend here is very different. People are nice, but it's not the same as India, where you just randomly become friends with neighbors. No, you try to find other Gujaratis or Indians, and when you do, it's like finding treasure. Believe me. Like, oh my god, તમે ગુજરાતી છો, oh, we are best friends now. And festivals are hard. Diwali without your whole parivar, Navratri without the whole city doing garba, it's just different. So you end up on video calls a lot, calling in India, like checking in with mummy, catching up. So my advice, it's like it gets better with time, but be prepared for the emotional adjustment. It's not just about moving to a new country, it's about being far from everyone you know and love. So number 5 is healthcare. In India, you just go to a doctor, walk in, get treated, paisa pine, done. Like, it's very simple, right? Here, it's a whole process. You need a family doctor, but getting one, it's very hard. There is a wait list. So you go to walking clinics and wait for hours there, and emergency room. Be prepared to wait even longer unless you are dying. And prescription, you need a doctor's note for everything. And in India, you just tell the medical and they give you dawa. Then there is insurance here, coverage, what is covered, what's not, खबर नहीं सूझ है. And dental and vision are not free, that's separate. So my advice is learn how the system works before you need it. Get a family doctor as soon as you can and keep basic dawai from India, like for stomach issue, for headache, for cold. Because getting those here requires a whole doctor's visit. So be prepared for that. Number 6 is you become very independent here. In India, there is help for everything, right? કામ કરવા માટે કોઈ હોય, cooking માટે if needed, for delivery, everything. Here you do it all by yourself. Like cleaning, you have to do it. Doing laundry, you. For cooking, you. Grocery shopping, carry heavy bags, you. Car maintenance, shoveling snow, everything. You have to do it by your own. So it's an adjustment, especially if you grew up with help in your house. But honestly, you learn a lot here. You become more capable. I can now, like, I can fix small things now. I know how to do laundry properly. I can cook way more dishes. So my advice is just be mentally prepared that you will be doing things you never did before. YouTube tutorials become your best friend, believe. Number 7 is Canadian love small talks. Like, how are you? How's the weather? Crazy weather, eh? In India, we either have real conversation or we don't talk. Here, you chat with everyone about nothing. Like, at first, મને સમજમાં નહીં આવતું હતું how to respond. So someone says, "How are you?" and I start actually telling them. But nah, they don't want to know. Just say, "I'm good," and you? And the weather. Everyone talk about the weather constantly. Like cold today. Winter is here. Like, we all know it's cold. We are in Canada, right? But you get used to it. Now I do it too. So just smile, be polite, make small talk. That's the Canadian way. Number 8 is work culture. It's very different from India. Here, everything is on time. Meetings start exactly where when they are scheduled. No Gujarati time here. Communication is very direct but polite. So many emails, everything is documented, but also they respect work-life balance. Like people actually leave calm on time. Weekends are off, nobody message you about work, and vacation days you are expected to take them. um so along the workspace, like learn the workplace culture fast, be on time, communicate clearly, respect boundaries. It's different, but once you adjust, it's actually nice. The last one is very important. You will change when you move here, and that's okay. You will pick up a Canadian habits, saying sorry for everything, being more punctual. You will also hold on to your Indian side, like making chai every day, Gujarati khawanu, celebrating festival. You become this mix of both culture. Um, you become more independent, more adaptable, more open mind. But you will also appreciate India more. The things you took for granted, like family paase hoy, sastu khawanu, the chaos, the warmth, you miss it. But that's okay. You can love Canada and miss India. You can be Gujarati and Canadian. So give yourself time to adjust. Be patient with yourself. It's big change, but you will figure it out. Promise. So those were 9 things I wish I knew before moving to Canada. If you are planning to move here, I hope this helped. And if you already live here, let me know what you wish you knew before moving. Comment karo niche. Also, what should I make a video on next? More Canadian content or Gujarati stuff? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next video. Jai Shri Krishna. Bye bye.